Hello. I guess we don't have the normal intro extra. What we do is we're having an ongoing coverage live at Congress. In a little while you will see a little picture down here in the TV. It'll be coming out of what's going on live at the canvas count, or what we call certificates of canvas being done in Congress. Good evening, my name is Harry Tabuatco, and exactly what we're going to be discussing are issues on what is going on right there at the Batasan. Now, this has been going on since last Monday, and we are now on our second Monday, and at the rate this is going, we're going to be stuck with this set and with what's going on in Congress. Why we're doing this, or why this is taking so long, well, I'm having difficulty finding out, because I keep watching it and I see, hey, what's going on and what's this all about? To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I know what it's all about. Now, there's this committee of suffrage by the very popular Teddy Boy Locsin, who's on his way out, mind you. And here we hear all the complaints about electronic fraud and everything else. Now, while everybody has a case to promote, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right either. Pero nangyayari, parang nagiging gripe session. Number one, puro politiko naman yan, hindi naman court of law yan eh. Number two, wala naman tayong nakikita hanggang ngayon. Isang linggo na ito, ikalawang Lunes na po ito, wala tayong nakikita parang ebidensya. This morning, as you see, if you've been watching and tuning into GNN, makikita nyo po, ang nangyayari po dyan, pumunta na nga sila sa mga warehouse sa Kabuya at wala din nangyari. We have Congresswoman Susano who went there, bringing her CF cards, and because she refused to sign in on the entry, sign her name in, I guess uminit ang ulo, decided to leave when she was really supposed to be what they were going to talk about right there in Kabuyao. Anyway, to help us understand exactly what's going in Congress, I thought it would be best to invite somebody who, what we would call, not coming out on TV or complaining, you know, or maybe griping. I asked somebody to come who's very knowledgeable, an astute politician, a lawyer, and a re-electionist. We have Congressman Pidi Barzaga from Dasmariñas, Cavite. Magandang gabi po, Congressman. Thank you for being here. Alam niyo po, maganda yung maiba naman, ano, to bring somebody who's come in. Kasi maraming lumalabas po ngayon, mas lalo rin sa amin. Yung mga nanatalo, syempre, I don't know kung totoo o mali. Kasi kami sa GNN, since day one, I've been hitting speed for accuracy. Kasi parang ang bilis, di ba? Ang bilis ng paggagawa lahat. Pero yung accuracy parang kini-question namin. But mainstream media kept saying, ang galing. Comelec kept saying it's okay. PPCRB kept saying it's okay. But a week later, oops, naglabasa na. Then we had Bono Dasa here. Nagalit pa nga si Bono. Kinaso niya Comelec, di ba? Parang ganun po.
Totoo yun.
Di ba? Parang ganun po. Ano ba talaga nangyayari ngayon? Maybe you can help explain to us and the viewers. Ano ba ito nangyayari sa Kongreso ng canvas, itong vote, canvas of votes?
Well, unang-unang hari, I have been talking also to so many people, most especially my constituents, and the public perception is talagang medyo naiinip sila sa canvassing.
Oo, parang tumatagal, ano?
Matagal. And alam naman natin, it's not a close fight insofar as the presidency is concerned.
The popular president, but that's because of media.
But when you talk to the members of the canvassing committee, the congressmen and the senators, at least their answer is that they want to see to it that all the requirements under the law are being properly complied
But
with.
if it is a requirement, Congressman, why is it in 2004, you corrected me earlier, I was saying 2007 when we were talking before the cameras, 2004, it was proclaimed overnight, mabilis yung kay Joe de Venecia, si Speaker Joe de Venecia, mabilis. This is the first time I've seen a canvas that's extended this long. Why? I don't understand.
Well, really, I don't really understand why it is taking so long. Although, nung pabago sila mag-canvas, there were press releases na ang sinasabi, sana naman dito sa canvassing na to, wag nang puro noted. That a decision is to be made by the canvassing committee. And perhaps that is the apprehension on the part of the members of the canvassing committee. But they really want to see to it that all the formalities required by law are properly complied with. And hopefully, once natapos ng lahat to, tuloy-tuloy na ang canvassing.
Bakit tumatagal? Kasi alam ko po dito, we have the SONA, which is supposed to be the third week of July.
Yes, July 26.
July 26. At which time the 15th Congress will step in and begin, and the work of legislation actually begins. Now, akala ko we're supposed to give the president, the incoming president, the 60 days to get his cabinet together, to get some of his ministerial and appointees and whatnot, and to compose his direction now that he's going to be the new president. Pero at the rate we're going to end up giving him, what, 2-3 weeks?
Yes.
And why? For what? What we're seeing in Congress, the circus we're watching, parang wala nangyayari.
Well, actually, binilisan pa nga ng Kongreso.
Binilisan
Originally, our date was May 31. And we even advanced it to May 24 to show the sincerity and good faith on the part of Congress to expedite all these proceedings. As a matter of fact, karamihan sa ating mga congressman ay naniniwala na madaling matatapos to. Although, hindi ganoong kadali na inaasa natin kasi medyo nabigla ang ating mga mamamayan.
Sa bilis ng...
Sa bilis ng bilangan.
Oh,
On the night of the election, practically we know who are the winners in the national level. Kaya ngayon, medyo naiinip sila. Bakit anyan, noong gabi ng halalan o the following day, alam na natin ang resulta. Samantala ngayon sa Kongreso, bakit nyo pinapatagal?
Pero the Congress is not supposed to be the evaluating committee of whether there was really electronic fraud or not. Hindi po yan.
Yes, definitely.
Hindi yan ang venue eh. So, ano ang purpose lang nitong ginagawa talaga ng...
Well,
ano ang batas po dyan? Ang Kongreso magsasama-sama at iisa-isahin hihimayin yung mga boto?
Well, actually, basically, ang rule lang namin sa Kongreso na aming pinag-usapan, on the face of the document, such as the COC, it appears that it has been duly executed and it is genuine. Unfortunately, maraming questions na lalabas dyan. There are several lawyers. There are several congressmen who might raise some legal points. But the bottom line is that we are not discussing, the canvassing committee is not discussing whether or not it is fraudulent or not, as long as on its face it appears that it has been duly executed and genuine. I think that will be already sufficient to consider the statement of votes or the votes in the COC to be valid and proper for canvassing.
So you're not there to evaluate Smartmatic, and you're not there to evaluate and find out if it's fraudulent, but you're there to identify
due execution.
The due execution. So yung proseso ang pinag-aaralan.
Yes. Yun
ang ni-revisit natin ngayon.
Yes.
Why is it taking so long when the count itself is, ang bilis ng count natin kasi automated nga. In-explain nga kanina umaga dito sa GNN na yung pagbibilang ng mga boto, in-explain, it's instantaneous, di ba, when it comes in. How can politicians, not IT people and engineers, it's out of their field. It's
yes,
like
definitely.
It's like asking a doctor to go and climb Mount Everest when it's supposed to be a sports person, di ba?
And that is the reason kung bakit medyo na-delay ng konti. Ine-explain pa sa mga congressman at to senators paano ba talaga ang process. So, because this is the first time that we actually have an automated elections.
So nag-iingat lang po talaga.
Nag-iingat lamang tayo.
So, ang ginagawa ng Kongreso, trabaho talaga nila yan. Because this is not for legislation, I understand. Because the Freedom Bill, Information Bill is pending, but you cannot just because you're together, say, asikasuhin na natin. Hindi pwede, no? You've convened as a board of canvassers.
Yes. Actually, we are in joint session. For the purpose of canvassing the votes of the President and the Vice President. And in our joint session, we created this canvassing committee, the Board of Canvassers.
Of which the two speakers, the Senate President and the Speaker is there. Now, what is the role of the other congressmen? Why are not the other congressmen participating?
Well, actually, they have the right to participate. They have the right to observe. They also have the right to raise some points. But the trouble is, sa nakikita ko naman, talaga namang, sa tingin ko personally, it's no use for us to be there because practically, parang dekahon na lang ang gagawin ng ating Board of Canvassers. Titingnan lang yung COC, ito ba duly executed on its face. Then after that, dire-diretso na ang canvassing.
Kayo po, gaano katagal tingin niyo po magkakaganito pa rin, magkakatuloy-tuloyan?
Well, the latest report in the newspapers is that it will be finished by June 15.
But first it was June 2, June 3.